Dia de los Muertos, or as some of you may know it as, Day of the Dead. What is it? How do people celebrate this? And why is it so important for some Mexicans? Well, this is what I'm hoping to share with you in this video. Dia de los Muertos is an extremely unique tradition here in Mexico that celebrates the memory of people's loved ones that have passed. This is when it is believed that the souls return to the living world to spend time and share food with their families once again. This tradition was created through a mixture of indigenous rituals as well as the Catholic rituals brought by the Spanish when colonizing Mexico. Dia de los Muertos is usually known as being celebrated on the 1st of November. However, though it may be called day and not days, Dia de los Muertos is a celebration that lasts a week, with the 1st and the 2nd being the two main days. People usually start putting up their altars from the 27th, as every day from then until the dead leave on the 2nd is a special day depending on what loved one you are celebrating and what community you are celebrating from. Oaxaca is a state in Mexico that is really known for being extremely rich in culture and traditions. And this is where you can see all of the crowds of people gathering in order to experience how the Oaxaqueños celebrate the Day of the Dead. Zib and I had the opportunity to spend 4 days in Oaxaca to experience different types of celebrating this day. 30th of October. Already today, all the main streets of the historic center were fully decorated. The crowds of people were gathering and awaiting a parade, as we call it here, a calenda. And it basically is a big group of people who will walk down the streets. There will be costumes, music, fireworks, dances, and so much more. This is basically all we got up to today, just watching the calenda go by with all the different dances, people, and just enjoying how the Mexicans were celebrating this special day. 31st of October. 31st of October is a very special day for the district of Xoxocotlan. On this day, we were invited to family friends' house in order to help them decorate their altar. Mexicans welcome their loved ones by setting up an altar in their house and putting ofrendas on it. The ofrendas consist on providing food or drinks that the one who has passed away enjoyed, as well as anything ranging from fruits, nuts, pan de muerto, hot chocolate, mole, tamales, and so much more. The altars are decorated with cempasúchil, which is marigold flowers, and a trail of petals is created from the main door of the house all the way to the altar in order to make it easy for the deceased to find their way back home into their families. The Xoxocotlan cemetery has been known for many years because of its unique way of celebrating Day of the Dead. Families will add ofrendas and decorate the tombs where their loved ones lay by decorating them with cempasúchil, sand carpets, candles, which comes from the indigenous beliefs that this would help the soul be guided after death. Families come and stay all night by the tombs with their families, talking about their loved ones and just celebrating them. Here you will find lots of tourist groups and people from everywhere coming just to these cemeteries to see how the Mexicans in Xoxocotlan celebrate this night. Not only can you find the celebrations in the cemetery, but also on the streets that surround it, by having lots of stalls of food, by having sand carpets, which is basically sand art. Coming to Xoxocotlan was a very unique experience, very different to what we experienced the day prior of the celebrations in the city. 1st of November. On the 1st of November, we just went back to the city center and enjoyed a game of loteria, which is a typical type Mexican bingo, and then headed out to see another parade. Exciting! 2nd of November. On the 2nd of November, we were invited by a family friend to go with him to visit his mother in a village 1.5 hours away from Oaxaca city, in Ayuquesco. This celebration was extremely different to what we had experienced the previous days. As there were no longer tourists around, there wasn't any crowds, it was just the local people of the village going to the cemetery, bringing their flowers. Here, they put the flowers in a very special way. They laid them down with the flowers facing in the middle, which is something that is only done around that area. In this case, this village tends to put fruits and nuts on the tombs, which is very different to the other districts that we went to. Today, I felt the sadness and the nostalgia a lot more through the locals. A mixture of happiness because people got to do something for their loved ones, and of course the sadness that they are no longer there in person. But nonetheless, the cemetery was full of life, full of smiles, and full of beautiful flowers and decorated tombs. After these past days, I feel like there is still so much more to explore and discover about this tradition, as everyone does it a little differently, and I feel that it is more complex and deep than it seems. I believe this tradition is beautiful, and it allows people to take this time to remember and celebrate their loved ones. Although this tradition is celebrated differently from state to state, district to district, village to village, and family to family, they all share the one same thing in common. The whole family will gather together in order to welcome the loved ones who have passed into their homes once again. Finally, I would like to add that at the end of the day, it's not about how extravagant the tomb is. It's about remembering the people we've lost. It's a tribute to their memory. Whether it's just one candle or 100, it all comes down to the one thing: being there for your loved ones. Thank you guys for watching. If you like this video and would like to see more about our time in Oaxaca, here's the video for it. Thank you!